In today's news, sorry.
In today's weather.
Yeah. Wait, ready? Here we go. All about to go together. In today's top news, sorry.
We'll tell you what to do if you think you're an empath.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, only us.
The thank God moment though is that at least this takes us off of like our ailments and takes our mind off of that.
I did pretty good. It's just, I got some tyings I need to do, so I have to make sure that our sponsor gets, I know we have 2 sponsors, but I'll tag our sponsor down here. Hey, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Hello.
Well, our teaching today.
You want to make for learn? We teach you.
Oops.
Okay, honey.
I did that wrong.
Hello, honey.
Oh, I did that wrong. Let's try this again. Okay, go with that. And then, hold on.
Let me share to my page. Oh my God, I'm going to pass
Hey,
out.
Rose.
Hi,
Oh, here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Love Hope Radio. This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATU Network. This work is protected by Creative Commons.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. So please welcome
Susan Swanbeck.
And Michelle Sullivan. Hi, everybody. It's Teaching Thursday.
Woohoo!
Yay! Thank you guys.
Yes,
for joining us.
I was sitting here thinking that I'm half asleep. I'm really tired. I was functioning off of 4 hours sleep trying to go back and forth with my mom to the doctors. And I'm like, oh my God, we've done this. We've never done them together.
No, we never have.
So we've got to say hi to everybody. Hey, Robert. Hey, Rose. Hey, Gina. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Chris Smith.
Hello,
and let's see. Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Sue. What's up, girlfriend? Hello, honey.
So if you notice, we have our new sponsor. Yeah, kind of sounds funny, but anyways, our ATU Network sponsor is down the bottom pin. So for all of your crystal needs, you want to go to facebook.com and go check out Susan Swanbeck ATU.
That's right, guys.
Literally, you can find her.
Find our crystals.
Yep, www.facebook.com/Susan Swanbeck ATU.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Yes.
I am getting rest, that's for sure.
Yeah, she sure is. I'm exhausted now.
I had a hell of a nap today. I had a nap yesterday. I think I had a nap the day before that.
She naps every day. So just to let you know, I'm not yelling at her. She gets up, supper's already ready. So.
Oh my God! Thank God.
Yeah. So, Susan Swanbeck ATU, it sounds funny talking like this, by the way. Susan Swanbeck ATU is having her Black Friday deals. All of her towers and spheres have been remarked to sell to Black Friday through Christmas. The prices will not go up. Okay?
Yep. We want to make sure you guys get all your crystal needs met before the holidays.
Right. So just to let you know, but we've done shows on being an empath, right?
Yeah.
We've done shows on psychics.
Yeah.
We've done shows on clairvoyance, clairaudio,
clairsentencing,
how-to, meditation,
all the meditation styles.
All this stuff. But we've never done a show on what is a psychic empath.
Right.
What happens if you're both?
Right. What if you got a combination going on, guys?
What happens if you're both?
Kind of makes things even more confusing, right? We're going to try to break that down for you guys
Okay,
today.
so what is a psychic empath and how to tell if you are one?
Yes. I want to know if I'm one.
All right. Have you ever had an instant connection with a person, place, or animal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do people you hardly know confide in you with their higher level of trust?
The love thing. I can't go nowhere without strangers talking to me about love.
And what about you guys in there? Any one of those fit you guys?
Does that make sense for you guys too?
Yeah.
Do just random people feel like they need to open up and talk to you about all kinds of personal things? Maybe you're sitting at a doctor's office and the lady next to you decides that she's going to start talking to you about her husband that passed, for instance, years ago or something.
Exactly.
You know, you wonder, why me?
I
Why
know,
am
or you're at the bus stop and the guy's telling you how he's very proud of himself because after a stroke they said he wouldn't walk. And he's walking and he's living in his own apartment and he's taking care of himself and he's very proud of himself.
That's
so
right, that's
yay to the
right.
gentleman I met at the bus stop today.
See?
That forgot your paperwork. How you doing? So experiences like these seem unexplainable, can actually be traced back to empathic powers.
That's right, guys. Believe it or not, it goes to that whole part of your brain.
Here's
that's
another
got
one.
empathy going
This
on.
is my grandmother. Right down the line.
Tell me.
Okay. Have you ever instantly known the character of someone you just met? My grandmother did.
Right?
Or experienced anything else like this? You may be a psychic empath.
If Brenda's accusing me of maybe I do start the love conversation. You know, sometimes it's true. Sometimes I'm like, girl, you need a rose quartz, boy. You need some self-love in your life. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It's going to get worse because I just handed her a bag and I said, okay, I want you to take the $3 crystal bags everywhere you go, sell them and just put the money in and then we'll just keep refilling.
I'm down. I'm down.
I have them with me. I mean, I have them at my mother's doctor's appointments now.
That's
So I
you
take
never
them out and
know.
I fiddle with them and you never know what's that reverse
You never
quartz.
know
Why
when-
do you need some?
Yeah, exactly, because you never know when you're gonna come across somebody in need.
No, you
Like,
don't.
And I wouldn't put it past myself if I saw like a young kid who was struggling with something. I'd put a rose quartz in the palm of their hand. You know what I mean? Like little gestures, which is another reason why I think buying those bags and having them with you, even for all of you guys, is awesome. Because
Yes, I
sometimes
think it
a
is.
person just needs
So-
a gift of a little bit of a crystal just to make their day.
So, in today's top news,
Today's
what
news.
is an empath?
What is an empath, guys? Let's go over that definition.
Let's find out if you guys know what is an empath.
What do you guys think is an empath? What do you think that entails? What's an empath? It's very
Do
important,
you guys know what an empath is?
What is an
We can give you the
empath?
we're going to give you the definition, but we want to know what you feel just the empath
Right.
side is.
Right. What do you guys think is the empath side? What is an empath? Don't complicate it any more than that.
Yep, what is
What
an
is
empath?
what is an empath? Just an empath. There's specifics, guys. There's specifics when you are an empath.
Right, there's a difference between being an empath and having empathy.
Right.
Aha.
Big difference.
Ah. Now, to feel empathy is actually to understand and share feelings of someone else as if you were in the same position. An empath is someone who is very sensitive to the energy around them and the emotions of people and animals.
Oh, yes.
This also includes spiritual imprints and spiritual energy of locations.
Right. Okay,
Okay.
so let's break that down real quick
Locations.
before we go any further, right?
All right.
So if you're an empath,
Right.
you're very sensitive to energy around you,
Right.
emotions of people and animals,
Yes.
spiritual imprints, and spiritual energy.
Right.
Okay.
The spiritual energy of locations.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is specifically an empath.
Right. Okay. So, empaths actually have a special ability to actually clear feeling. It is called clairsentencing, is what it's called. All right. Now, clairsentencing is the ability to clearly feel emotions that actually manifest in the world as you interact with people, places, animals. Empaths are highly in tune to the energies of those around them, which is why I wear fingerless gloves on the bus. All right.
time.
This means that you are easily affected by the energy of others, of people, of plants, of the locations, of things that you touch, especially out in public.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, she
But
wears
that's-
gloves. I try not to touch anything. I touch
Well, if I
nothing.
don't touch, I'll be following the bus stops because
Yeah.
some of those drivers do.
Yeah, they do. They do. some
Like,
crazy
dude,
stuff.
I'm getting whiplash. Or you're like this, or you're like,
yeah.
it's like,
Oh, no, all
so
over
you
the
kind of
place.
hold on there. So, but did you know that there are actual types of empaths?
Okay, and that's the thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm an empath." Oh, I'm
Which type?
right. What kind of empath?
Uh-huh.
What kind of empath are you? Because there's a lot of different types of empaths, guys.
So how many empaths do we have in the house?
Who's on our chat right now? Who's on the stream?
How many
that would
empaths
like to
do we
show
have in the
us?
house
How many?
today?
How many, guys? I gotta start my watch.
Okay, I just opened up the chat on Blog Talk. So I will be going back and forth and checking that.
Right.
So how many empaths do we have?
Oh, my phone is going cuckoo.
No.
Starting
What?
a watch party. Sorry.
One who darn phone.
Darn phone is right. Goodness gracious.
Okay, so yes, it is the ability to sense emotions. Very good. But now, empaths do not have the same abilities.
No.
Some empaths can truly feel the emotions, the emotional
Interior.
of everything around them. Well, empaths are able to pick up on subtle changes in the energy levels that are around them.
Yeah. And you can be the type of empath that's the only thing that you have
Right.
as an empath, which is great. Just having one trait of an empath.
Right.
Never mind all of them. Most
Right.
people don't have all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, just so you guys
Most.
know. Most.
Most. Okay, so what all empaths actually have in common, however, is the ability to feel these energies levels and tune into subtle changes that a non-empath cannot see or notice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you say you walk up to like a Dunkin' Donuts counter and you're gonna order a cup of coffee, right? But you can feel that girl's having a bad day. You don't know why. You don't know what's happened.
Now,
but you
there's two
know.
different ways to feel that.
Right.
Do you just know and you're feeling it?
Right.
Or do you all of a sudden want to cry? Or is it both?
Both.
Do
Right.
you get the physical pain?
Right.
Do you get the emotional pain? Do you get all of the pain?
Right.
Plus, you know the sudden changes.
Because I know I've been in
Right.
places where you feel somebody's energy and it really does affect you emotionally, and you really it doesn't matter if you know that person or not. Most of the time, you don't know that person.
Right.
It does affect you.
Exactly, it
Like, clearly
does.
affects you. That's for sure.
Exactly. Now, the type of empathic abilities you have actually determine what type of psychic empath you are.
That's right. I'm gonna try to identify that. Okay.
This is where we're going to get to the nitty gritty of it. We're getting to the nitty gritty now. I'm stalling because sometimes I get really goofy if I'm like tired. He's like, oh my god, I gotta read this! Sorry. I wrote it, but I don't remember what it is. I get like that sometimes. I get an idea in my head, and I'll go to Google Docs, and I'll put it on, and all of a sudden I'll just continue to talk.
Just to answer Brenda's question.
Oh, I'm
for a
sorry.
second
What did
before we
she
go
say?
any further. She says she cries all the time and she lives alone. But the thing is, people that you're connected to, you still can be feeling them.
You can feel not only, this is what we had to find out, you can feel not only the people that you are connected to, but you can also be feeling the land, the energy of the land you are on.
That's right.
Okay? Or you could be feeling objects that others have touched. So let's figure out, which is a touch of psychometry.
Yes.
So let's figure out what type of empath. You could be feeling someone's depression.
That's why I love our crystal infused blessed super moon spray. Woo-hoo.
God, here she goes again.
Love
All
it.
right,
Love
now
it, love it, love it.
here is an emotional empath. Okay. Now, this type of empath actually possesses some of the more common types of empathic abilities. Emotional empaths are able to pick up on the emotional feelings of those around them and experience those feelings for themselves.
Yes.
This ability allows you to help those around you. And it is what makes empaths great listeners because they can truly say they know where someone is coming from, even if it is something they have never experienced themselves.
But the empathy
However-
is real. It's there. It's so strong in you, and those things happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's undeniable.
But however, this ability can also quickly drain you if you're around this person who is experiencing great sadness, for instance. The most important thing to remember is the difference between your own feelings and emotions and of others around you in order for you to protect yourself, to be affected too deeply by this particular situation.
And it's sometimes it's really hard to figure out.
Very, very difficult.
Right, you don't know
to
if it's
learn.
you, if it's someone
and
else.
that's the part. That's the part you have to figure. Okay, did something happen that caused me to become? We'll take sad.
Okay.
Did something happen that caused me to become sad? If not, okay, then it's not me. Who is it? Okay, who is feeling sad? Or am I feeling the land? Is the land crying?
land is
If
different.
you research the area that you live on, is it Native American? Are they sad? Do they need a little assistance? Do they need help? And that's it. That's when you do the research to try to find out.
That's the key, because you need to learn out what's the separation of other feelings and your own feelings. Because you're human. You're human. You got feelings too.
Okay,
and your
now,
feelings are valid
some of
too.
you very rarely will have all of them. Okay, I do have emotional empathy. Yes. Okay. Now, the other part comes in handy when I was paranormal investigating.
Yeah, big time. Big
Yeah.
time.
So-
this is one of those special skills that you need on
Yeah.
investigations.
So,
which is
yeah,
good.
well,
You know, it's
been a long time. Yeah, I'll try to get through that.
Let's
So,
differentiate real quick though before we get into the next
Okay.
one. This draining of the energies it necessarily is not a psychic vampire. It can be
Nope.
something different.
exactly.
Okay, I don't want you guys thinking, oh, psychic vampires. That's why my energy's getting sucked dry. No, this is something
Because an
different.
empath absorbs.
Exactly, like
And
a
that's what it
sponge.
is. You absorb. Empaths they're sponges. They're actual
Yeah.
natural sponges from the ocean. And the reason I say from the ocean is because the ocean is the emotion. It's
The
water.
emotion
It's
of the
very
ocean.
emotional.
The emotion of the ocean.
The ocean. The ocean. Emotion.
I love that one.
Bebopping here.
We're gonna
Sorry.
put that on a t-shirt.
All right, I'm getting wicked silly. This is gonna be a night.
The emotion of the ocean is gotta go. Literally, I'm gonna write that down. I gotta write that down. The emotion of the ocean is going on a t-shirt.
Yeah. All right. So first we're gonna deal with the type of empath you are. Okay. So there's a few more different terms. Like I said, not everybody will have all of them.
Right. And sometimes yours, you do have them, but they're just not developed yet.
Exactly.
So keep that in mind too,
Okay.
guys.
Now, we all know what an emotional empath is, correct?
Okay. Affects your
Okay.
emotions, people, places, things, animals, environments, land that affects you emotionally.
Uh-huh.
Emotionally.
Emotionally. Okay,
Okay.
so now we're talking about geomatic empath.
Yep. Geomantic.
And everybody's
empath.
saying, what?
Yeah.
what?
What's a geomantic empath?
What are you talking about?
What is that? Did you call me something bad? What's a geomantic empath? But
All right.
geomantic empaths, which Susan's going to explain that's what she used even as a paranormal investigator.
Right.
This is what empath skills she used.
Right.
Okay.
Is also known as environmental empathy. Now, if you ever find that you are happy or comfortable for no discernible reason in a certain situation or environment, you also may possess this ability. You may also experience deep connections to specific locations, such as places of power, like churches or even burial grounds. There's an energy to them that you and yourself feel extremely connected to the point where, for example, the first time I went to Salem, I came very, very connected to the land.
Oh,
When I left,
unbelievable.
I'm going to tell you guys something. I cried. I cried on the way home for the loss of that energy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's truly, truly, truly
That's
significant.
It was so emotional. I'm not a teary person, if you guys haven't noticed. I kind of keep my emotions under check most of the time because of this. I was just, forget it. It was devastating to me to leave. I felt like I was leaving my home.
That's
That's
the thing.
how connected I was to the energy of this place.
Which in Salem, it's high energy.
Right.
There's been so much in New England, period, that's happened
Right.
from this Revolutionary War, Civil War, you know.
Exactly.
You
King
name it. So,
Philip's War, all kinds of
yes.
wars. So
And then you add all the hangings and the burnings and the stoning of the
Yep.
witches. Being
and the
that
murder
kind
of the Indians,
Yes.
both sides of my heritage, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yes, that's what it is. That's what that deep connection, when you leave, it's like a great loss to you. It's hard for you to get back out of that, especially the first time it
You gotta
happens.
snap out. It's
Right.
tough to snap out of that.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because you're so. Every step you take on that land, every breath you take on that land, it encompasses you. Like it affects you like every cell of your body. You know, and
Yeah.
it's almost like it wants to glue you to that environment, because then it's like when you leave, it's tearing you away. Literally
exactly.
tearing you away from that. You don't want to go.
No, you don't. You really don't. It's a very deep connection is
It's
what
like
it is. But
When you're kids,
but-
you don't want to leave like the swing set and your mommy's making you leave the swing set.
But-
I don't wanna leave.
what I do is when I'm on an investigation, I use those skills, that part of my empathic ability, to sense out the land, to dig deep. So I'm taking my psychic and my empathic ability to push down deep into the land to try to find where the areas of evidence are,
Right. Right.
for the
So
investigators.
she puts out like her empath feelers to the land and the environment, right? It's like her spidey webs, her spidey senses are tingling, going, and she puts them out there. I mean, I've seen her in action, guys. That's why I'm saying
Because when something bad happens, my stomach turns.
she knows
And
right
I just
away.
like, okay,
Something
something
bad.
something negative, and that's what it is. It's negative. I can feel the negativity of it or the situation that happened. So that's kind of like my barometer is what I
comes
go
in
by.
handy on paranormal investigations because of that. What are you feeling, Sue? What are you feeling?
And that's what I was pulled off the psychic circuit to do that. That's how I started.
Exactly.
So it wasn't. So I haven't been investigating my whole life. I've been talking to dead people my whole life, but it is what it is. So
I sadly have been investigating my whole life.
yeah, I was more on the psychic side of things, and then I was just, had a friend that said, "Hey, you might come in handy here in a couple places. You want to come try it out?"
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so it was just it was
Exactly
the way
right.
that it went.
And that's
So.
the thing, like, sometimes that's the first thing like new empaths feel
Right.
is that, and they don't understand why.
Or-
that could be the very first things that do show up.
Or
Or
they could be feeling those they are connected to.
exactly, which makes it further harder to.
I mean, think of it this way. Some people will call it mother's intuition, right? But
Yeah.
how many of you out there, your kid gets a scratch and you just know?
Something's wrong.
Is that mother's intuition? Or do you have an empathic ability? You are connected
That child
to your
is connected
child.
to you.
You
Yes.
are connected. So
That's
are
forever.
you feeling their pain?
That's forever. That's forever, guys.
Which brings us to
Mhm.
physical and medical empath.
Oh, I got a story to tell about this one. I have to
Okay,
explain it.
now, if you have ever intuitively known what a person is feeling based on their energy, you may be a physical or a medical empath. I'm going to explain.
Yes.
Which I know Michelle is slightly dizzy right now and has a headache, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
All right. Now, many of those who actually possess this ability pursue healing and helping others.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Whether it is in a conventional medical career, or in alternate profession, so to speak. Okay.
Like how Sue started with the Reiki. She's a Reiki master.
Yeah, I was a Reiki master teacher. I do psychology. I'm a board certified. I'm a doctorate in holistic psychology. Those. Now, if you think you may be a physical empath, you should be aware of the impact these abilities can have on your own body. Oh boy.
Yes.
By feeling the energy of others within yourself, you could potentially actually experience some negative health problems that not necessarily are yours, but because you feel them so deeply. Instant, when somebody is ill, I know they're ill, I can feel it. I can feel the dizziness. I can feel the heart attacks that those that have had. I can feel the anxiety.
Yes. That's right.
Literally, and it's like I have to have a tag person.
Yeah.
To take me out of it. And a lot of times I will have to, and that's the trick that I have learned for those that do have this. I have to identify it. In order for me to get the emotions out, I need to let somebody know empathically what I'm feeling and psychically to put it out there. So a lot of times if it's really bad and it's not local, I will type it out. Okay, this is what's happening. This is what you're feeling.
Yeah,
if you guys have ever noticed that, I do that. It's on my private page.
So, but those of you guys that do, I mean, you're friends with Sue on Facebook, you see that happen from time to time.
Yeah, you'll see from time to time. It's like, okay, this is something going on. The only way I can get rid of it is if by someone says, I just say okay, or even like it, and I'll know it's meant for someone, and that gets it out of my system.
Yeah. Because it's like you have to deliver that piece of news.
I have to. Yeah,
you know, it has
pretty
to
much.
You have to. Yeah.
It's like a delivery service.
Oh, but I mean, I can only imagine. Like when I went through that horrible vertigo that day, that was a nightmare and a half. Like if Sue had been at the hospital with me, she'd be probably a mess being there in the emergency room at that time.
Certain situations, in order for me to separate, here is the difficult part, guys. In order, you notice that I really don't have a lot of emotions.
You try not to.
I have to be that way because I can't keep my emotions open. Because if I do, then I can't stop the other existing parts.
Right.
So, and that's most people will say, "Oh my God, how can you be an empath? You're unemotional." No, I'm not unemotional. I'm just I have to separate, and every now and then I will have a pop of explosion of emotions. Because I need to.
You gotta release your emotions
I've got
somehow.
to find a way to release it. So sometimes it'll come out with venting. Sometimes it'll come out with anger. And other times it's just I have to watch something that makes me cry.
Yeah. Or something that makes you laugh even.
Oh, no, it's got to be tears. I have to get that part out in order to be able to control things.
See, laughing for me gets a lot.
But see, that's why as an empath, when I read, I take myself out of reality.
Separation.
Right. So that's another trick for you empaths out there.
Learning how to
literally,
separate.
either listen to the book when you go to bed or read it just before you go to bed.
Yeah.
But always pick something you know you're not going to find. There's no way on earth I am going to find a girl who's a fae who actually glows but didn't know she was a fae until she drank this magic juice. And everything in fae, if you eat it, if you're human, it's actually toadstool. So when you come out of fae, in order to eat real food, it tastes like ash. So this is not normal reality, people.
No.
But it takes me out.
Helps you with that separation of her
Right.
emotions
So I
versus others.
need to be able to picture this. And of course, the female is always the heroine in my stories.
Well, hell yeah. Those are the good books.
This poor girl has, she's had her heart ripped out and had to go to the mender to have it put back in. I shit you not. She's walking around with my hand. I need to fix this.
Oh, my
Yeah, literally scratches from this thing that takes possessions of other people's body and drains them and then turns them into like zombies and stuff. So literally, it's a very strange thing to read before bed,
But it's
it
great.
takes me out of reality.
Yes, it's great
So
to take
that
you into another world.
that is something that can actually help you guys. Just to let you know. So,
Big
and that's
time.
why horror movies, because they're so bloody predictable.
Yes, at this point, you know what I mean? But they're fun to watch.
Oh wait, there's a girl scantily dressed. She'll die first.
That's the first one to die.
Yep.
Oh, there's a blonde girl. She's dead.
Yep.
You watch it. Who's
Yep.
the next person to die?
Oh my God, they might actually have intercourse. Yep, they're next.
They're next.
Yeah. Wait, there's a bunch of hanging chainsaws and sharp objects. They're in a horror movie. Let's go hide there.
They're gonna die.
Yeah. So
They're gonna die.
I find them funny because they're predictable.
They are.
So, okay.
But
So
they're
now,
so much fun. And again, it's about taking yourself out of your reality.
yes.
Very important to find a way to escape those emotions. And by doing so, you start to learn what's your emotions and what's not your emotions. Very important, guys.
Very important.
To
Now,
get through a day being an empath, that's something that is a tried and true.
right, and
method.
that's what they mean by having negative health problems, because
You can-
if you're
yeah,
around
sure.
somebody or feeling, if you're feeling like, we'll say you're feeling the depression, like we had someone in the chat room saying she feels depressed all the time.
Yeah.
Who around you is depressed? You're not identifying who the person is.
Right.
So if this is what you are feeling from experience, you need to write it out. Okay, this is what you're feeling. This is something that will pass.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to tap into the psychic side in order to get the empathic thing out. So, and this is why we're here.
This is why I'm hot.
Help me today. I'm too silly to keep her under control, guys. So good luck. Bless you.
It's funny though.
The reverend part of me blesses you.
Oh, you need a young priest and an old priest. May the power of Christ compel you. May the power of Christ compel you.
Oh my God. All right, so then.
You know what was used to, in Portuguese, if people that would experience things like this, the first thing that they would do is have them wear a rosary. Right off the rip. I know. They would have them wear a rosary.
Yeah, see.
But in the mind, it's a trick of the mind, believe it or not, because in the mind, you think, okay, this is my feelings, and this is protecting me from these others' feelings. Then I can start feeling and identifying they're not my feelings.
Yeah, it didn't work that way for me.
No, but that's how it used to be done. Because back in the old country, there was no crystals. There was no crystals whatsoever. So us village witches had to come up with ways that didn't involve this stuff. Crystals would have made our life so much easier.
The ocean and the beach helped me. So.
See?
Yep. Okay, so. Remember I tell you guys all the time, what do I say to you all the time, every single Sunday when we start with the
Root like a tree! Root like a tree! Root like a tree!
Root like a tree.
Yes.
That's right.
Root like a tree!
Which brings us
Aw,
to
thanks, Brenda.
plant empaths.
Oh my God.
What?
That's why you didn't like the flowers that I got from the hospital, because of the energy and the person that it came from.
Bingo!
That's why.
Now you get it.
Yes. She's like, I hate those flowers.
I
I'm
hate
like,
it.
they're beautiful.
Nope, I
It's
hate
not
it.
the flowers' fault. She's like, I hate those flowers.
I hate it.
I hate them.
I hate it. I don't want them in the house. I keep telling her I don't want them here. I don't like them.
But that makes sense because the thought behind them is what you were picking up on.
Yes.
That's why.
Right.
That's why.
Bingo!
I know.
Okay,
I
now,
know.
plant empathy. Plant empaths are those who instantly know what a plant needs, but they also can read the energy off the plants. All right. Now, you have a true sense of the need not only of the plant, but you also have the plant itself will carry the energy
That's right, guys.
of the intent of the individual.
The person who even touched the dirt and planted that thing.
Okay.
Could
So-
literally, could be something you're picking up.
Right.
Because again, you think about the root like a tree. That plant is rooting like a tree.
Right.
And it's sucking up by its roots
Right.
all the energy
So-
it can get its hands on.
When an empath, who is a plant empath, is extremely connected, what happens
Green thumbers.
when you bring cut flowers in the house?
Oh, yes. Yes.
What are you going to feel?
Pain.
Pain.
Pain. Believe it or not.
Sadness.
Plants and flowers, when you cut them and remove them from the earth,
Right.
they do feel pain. Not
So-
anything we comprehend.
So why
Pain.
do I not have an issue with the plant, but I have an issue with the flowers?
Because you're feeling the pain from the flowers.
Why do I hate getting flowers?
Because you feel the pain from the cut flowers.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
I don't do flowers. I don't like that. I don't even have a real tree in my house. If I can get a tree that I could plant or give to someone to plant,
Uh-huh.
I will get one of those.
Yeah.
But I will not cut it and bring it in the house. I can't.
No. My grandmother
Right.
always used to tell me never.
So-
She would get mad at me if I would go to the garden or go out in the wild and like pick flowers. My grandmother would literally get mad at me. So mad at me. How dare I do
Exactly.
that? That plant is, that flower's supposed to be in the earth. It's supposed to be there. You want to look at the pretty thing, you look at it in the earth. You want to smell it, go outside and smell it. Do not cut it.
Okay,
Do not
so-
put it in.
Any questions
Believe it or not,
about why I still don't want those flowers in my house?
because of where it came from, who it came from, the energy of the person that came with the intent of the flowers.
They were murdered.
Ah, the flowers were murdered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were. They were. Yeah, they were.
Plants, and it's not that, and that's what it is. Too many cut flowers in my house make me sad.
Because they're
Okay, and this is the
sad.
part. If you have a lot of cut flowers in your house, and you notice when you have all of these cut flowers in your house, if you're sad, you're a plant empath.
You could definitely be feeling
Now-
the plant energy.
Right. You could be feeling that. You could be feeling their sadness.
Yeah.
And this is why when somebody says, I'm going to get you flowers, I always say,
No.
no.
No. All automatically no.
No.
No,
Make
no,
cinnamon
no,
rolls.
no, no.
I was going to make poppy seed rolls for Thanksgiving, Jake.
But by
Cinnamon
all
rolls
means,
for Christmas.
By all means, plant empaths, go outside,
Right.
start a garden, even if it's a little pot.
Right. So if somebody says, well, I really want to don't buy me cut flowers.
No.
Get me a small potted plant. I'll grow it from there.
Exactly.
That
Because
makes me
it-
happier.
Yes. And even though it still will feel the pain of it being uprooted.
Right,
planted,
but when you transfer it means that what you're doing, it's like a mother bird. You're kicking it out of one nest and bringing it into another.
Yep.
So that's why if you find that you have like cut flowers in your house all the time, or and sometimes you can't help it.
And
you
the
have
negative
kids,
energy's there, and you don't know why.
right? You have kids, you have grandkids. They can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the best thing you guys can try to do with this is to try to find another way to use it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
But I want to encourage you guys, by all means,
right.
go plant. Please grow like gardens. It doesn't matter if it's one plant or a whole acre of garden. It will help you, and it helps the flowers. And if you love flowers so much,
Exactly.
you can grow your own. Go outside, sit in that garden, smell them,
Exactly.
appreciate them. They will grow even happier and even better and even larger with you showing that kind of love. To
Right,
them.
but-
Versus you're gonna go there and cut them and butcher them and take them. Why? It's selfish. My grandmother always said picking flowers was selfish. Selfish.
I'm going to make enough poppy seed rolls for everybody.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'm
There'll
gonna
be
make sure of
plenty to
that.
go around.
I've never tried.
And
poppy
I
seed on
will
Thanksgiving.
have Joseph hold a hammer. I'll have you come over and hold a hammer to slap Michelle's hand every time she goes to eat one.
You better
Okay,
believe it.
so,
That's
and
fine.
this is the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
If your grandkids are automatically going to pick flowers, bring them in the house. That's
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Okay, what you do is I want you to take a string and I want you to tie them together. And then I want you to hang them upside down.
Right,
Okay?
because they're already dead.
All right, so now you're hanging them upside down. Why are you hanging these things upside down?
To dry them for use in other ways.
Exactly.
To make them useful.
So,
and have
right.
a purpose to their way.
Right.
their-
So
yes.
instead of them going and leaving and you feeling this, you turn them upside down and tie them, or you put them in between a book
And press them.
in between, like wax paper,
Yeah.
and you press them to save them forever.
That's right.
Okay, so there's two different ways to use that. The one, you can actually, when they're dried, you can put them in nice potpourri, or you can put them in a flower arrangement. There's other ways.
Rose petals even are great
Right.
for your baths. Like if you dry the
Exactly.
rose petals, sprinkle
Right.
those dry rose petals in a bath. and
Right.
You have
So
the
you won't, I
energy.
mean, you're still going to feel it, but you won't feel it as strongly that
You
way.
gave a purpose to their death.
Right. Right.
It's
And that's what
important.
it is. And I know we keep saying death.
Yeah. I know. Plants and death. I bet you never thought you were going to hear the words plants and death in the same sentence, but it's so unbelievably valid. I mean, I used to get smacked every time I went to go grab a flower. Literally, my grandmother would be like, pow! What? Don't you dare take that flower. Don't you dare. And I, for the longest time, I never understood why. And even now to this day, she does not like getting flowers. What my sister does is she sends her orchids in the plot, in the plants. So she grows the plants from there on out.
Exactly.
Okay? Because, you know, they're in the dirt still.
Exactly.
As far as cut flowers, she, you know, you get them, you receive them. What are you going to do? She still doesn't like it.
Exactly.
She doesn't like it. But she totally appreciates getting even an orchid in a small pot where she can grow that from a little baby orchid to a big orchid.
Right.
And her and her house is full of plants by that because of those little things, those little dish gardens. Instead of sending somebody a flower arrangement, send them one of those really cute dish gardens where the plants will live and where it doesn't even take, like, you don't have to be like a total green thumb. All you got to do is water and talk to them, which again, that's why talking to your plants.
You know, plants are like animals. You can vent to them all the time, and they won't talk back.
They will keep your secrets
Right.
forever. So talk to those special plants and talk to those trees. Like I was gifted a money tree, and
It was a tree, and it's still in a pot.
in a pot. Exactly.
So I can deal with that.
Yes. Yes.
It's, don't go get those. Literally, I looked at her and
No.
says, don't. Do not bring those in my house. Literally, not our house, my house. She went and got them anyways.
Well, I couldn't just.
Now
they were
you
already
know
dead.
why.
They were already dead, poor things.
Nope,
so
doesn't
they had
matter.
to-
Don't want them. Nope,
They gotta
nope,
get a
nope.
proper funeral. They're gonna get a proper funeral. Don't worry.
Oh.
I'm gonna use what I'm gonna do though for the purposes. The roses, I'm gonna use the roses for the rose petals for baths and such, and potpourri.
That could be
and all
the
that.
other reason I'm sneezing. I'm allergic to roses too.
That could be the other thing. That's right. We didn't
Yeah.
even think of that.
So let's get into some animal therapy.
So now you guys know about plants and why it's sad and why it's
So,
sad
and
to
this is
cut
what it
flowers.
is. If you find that you never used to be like that, but all of a sudden you're getting all these cut flowers because everybody's trying to bring you flowers to cheer you up, and you're getting sadder. Now you know why.
Now you know.
Now you
Now
know.
you know. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Hey, if
But
you want to smell the smell of flowers, they make sprays. Like our crystal infused blessed super
Oh,
moon water
my God.
spray, and that drives me so great. Yes, see that? I'm gonna spray them on my flowers.
she's all happy. She came up with this idea to put the crystals in with the moon water, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing with my aromatherapy. So
Yeah,
she's all
telling
happy
you.
about that. So
This packs a huge punch.
Now-
I even sprayed the computer.
how many of you out there
Oh, this is the sad one too.
feel that you are extremely connected to animals?
So much,
Okay.
and it can be good and it can be bad.
Right. But,
Okay, let's talk about the good first.
okay. Now, a strong sense of connection with animals is a sign that you are an animal empath. Now, Chris Smith in the chat room can testify to this because I have been at her house around her animal. Now, animal empaths are actually dedicated to caring for animals, and they often have a greater understanding of what the animal needs or wants, kind of like animal communication.
Yes.
Some can even communicate with animals telepathically.
You know how
Okay.
you just know what your dog wants, or you
Yeah.
know what your cat is trying to tell you, and you know when they have an attitude towards you, because animals do get attitudes.
Oh,
they
yeah.
can get attitude problems. They have
It's
ranges
not
of emotions.
just our family members, but it's also in the outside world.
Right.
because
Owls,
somebody said, okay,
squirrels.
something's, I don't know what ISIS, okay, if you've been seeing squirrels, I knew that.
Right away.
And literally, it was like through the grapevine, you've been seeing squirrels, it's time to save.
Right.
What do squirrels do? When you see the squirrel, what is it doing? Is it constantly gathering nuts? It's telling you it's time to save. That's like a part of it. Okay, and I mean, I know a lot of it is,
Because animals
right,
are going to be compelled to give you messages,
right.
and you wonder why it's animals. Why is it animals? You know what I mean? But there's a reason why it's animals, because you may be an animal empath. And it's like being a beacon for the spirit world. Animal empaths are that beacon for the animal world.
Exactly.
So it's very
Exactly.
important.
So, okay, so let's recap real quick.
Yes.
Okay, let's do a recap situation here. All right, so the types of empaths so far, we have the emotional empath, we have the geomatic empath, okay,
right.
we have the physical or medical empath. All right,
That's
then
right.
we have the plant empath, then we have the animal empath.
See, my sister is a PA, and how she uses her skills is by being a healer.
Right.
So she's a medical empath. She's awesome with what she does. I'm more of the other direction, and she's more of that direction. But again, it's using your powers for good, not evil. Too.
Yeah, but don't you feel better when you go outside with the animals and don't you I mean literally you're sitting there and you're having a conversation. My crows are like one of my totems.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
literally people will look at me in the parking lot as they're sitting there and they're squawking and I'm having a conversation with them. And well, think of it this way, at least they leave me alone,
But the animals seek you out.
Yeah, so
Animals
it's
will
like
seek you
certain
out.
animals will. And certain animals you get attached to.
Yeah, and you wonder
Right.
what's such a deep connection. It's almost like mind reading going on. Total mind reading going on. It's nuts. It's nuts. But it's such a true emotion.
Exactly.
You know, that's why I hate going to vets. I hate going there because there's always a poor animal in the back getting put to sleep or going through horrible time, who's hurt, who's ill, literally teetering on one side or the other. I mean,
No, her sugar was high, she can't eat.
now it's low again. It's going down low again.
Cheapest crows.
I was
Good thing you
just
got.
200 something.
Don't worry, she's got juice at her desk. We
I'm
used
armed
to
and
this.
ready. Armed and ready. That's for sure. I kind of expected that because when I spike up that high, I go down even
right.
lower. But I am a new Dexcom G6 warrior now. I got the new Dexcom G6.
Yep, she
It's
keeps
awesome.
talking about the Dexcom G6 on air. So since we finally did fix iHeartRadio, and we're actually up to date on iHeart and on iTunes, I'm going to say I prefer the Top Fund Me bowls. I only own 2 of the Crystal Chakra bowls, so
Top Fund
I would
bowls.
love to get a big discount on a whole set.
So if you're listening out there, Top Fund, I know Dexcom listens. Dexcom
You
listens
guys
to us.
literally are true for 32 hertz.
Do you know I
Literally.
beeped? I went to the doctor's today, and the lady that was checking me in, I beeped.
Right.
She goes, "Is that a Dexcom?" I'm like, "Yeah. How did you know that?" She showed me hers, so we
Oh.
both lifted our shirts at the same time. And we're like, "Yeah, girlfriend. Hello, honey. Look at me." And she recognized the sound of the Dexcom, and she started talking about how it wakes her up at night, how the buzzing happens, how the whole 9 yards. And that is rare, guys, to run into another Dexcom G6 warrior. Okay, that doesn't get approved for everyone, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which hopefully in the future, more and more people will get to have it. Ask your doctors out there. Put in a referral. See if your insurances will pay for it. It is worth it for all of you diabetics out there. Dexcom G6.
Well,
where it's at.
Dexcom G6 is really good for you because you're low blood sugar. But most other people, they do need the pump for the insulin for when they're high. So it depends on the type of diabetes you
Exactly.
have, right?
Now the G6 that I have on now is literally half the size of the other one.
Right.
I only have to change it 3 times a month versus 1 time a week.
Right.
And it literally went on. This actually went on painlessly this time.
Wow.
I didn't even feel anything. Like normally I feel the big, the probe going in, but I didn't feel barely a thing, guys. So I also actually got Dexcom swag coming from Dexcom, so I'll be showing you guys that when it comes in. I'm so excited. I'm a Dexcom warrior. I love
Oh,
it.
my
I love my
God.
Dexcom. Okay, back to the work. Back to work. Back to work.
Just too
Michelle.
funny.
I love me my Dexcom though, just so you guys know.
Okay, so now we're going to get into it, and then we'll recap and go for break before we get to the next part.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're going to get into an intuitive claircognizance empath.
Yes.
Okay, what is that? Is that
Okay.
what you're saying? What is that?
Yeah, intuitive, clear, cognizant empath.
Right.
Okay.
That is an intuitive empath can gather a lot of information by someone simply by being in their presence.
That's right.
And sometimes with just a single look.
That's all it takes sometimes, guys. It's this quick to happen.
Okay. For example, you can actually sense the meaning and the intentions behind what is being said to you. And you will instantly know when someone is trying to lie to you.
Yes.
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 I've
Yes.
always
Yes.
known. I don't always open my mouth, but I always know when I'm being lied to.
She knows every
Always.
time. Every time. And that's
Always.
a good spidey sense if you
Okay.
got kids.
Now, along with reading the energy of those around you very easily, you will feel the need to surround yourself with others whose energies actually align with your own.
Exactly. That's why you're
Okay.
drawn to people like that. Because another thing too is if you're say in a room with a bunch of other empaths, you learn how to shield yourself because of the emotions of everybody else. So it's kind of cool being around a bunch of empaths because you guys can actually help each other with the energies. It's like it's almost like, but think about it. If you had a coven, right? For just an example, if you were in a coven situation and there was 4 out of 5 maybe empaths, that's like combining your powers. You know what I mean? Using your powers for good, not evil. It strengthens. It's kind of like strengthens. It's unbelievable. It's weird. But that's what they mean about the energies aligning.
Yes,
with your own.
literally, you always know when you're being bullpuckied.
Yes.
And it's like when you talk to someone and you explain to them, even though they say they're doing something for a certain reason, but you know they're not.
No, it's the BS
Because
meter.
you know, literally it is. And that's my grandmother used to call it the BS meter.
Yeah, definitely the BS meter.
Yep, the BS meter.
You know,
So,
woman's intuition or
whatever you want to, it's
whatever
the
you want to
BS
say,
meter, trustly
identify.
is.
Yeah,
It
you can
definitely
identify
is.
it that way, but it comes down to you are an intuitive or cognizant.
Say that 5 times fast.
Cognizant.
You only had 4.
Cognizant.
All
That
right.
makes my tongue tired trying to say that word.
All right, so let's go back over
Yes.
the types of empaths.
All right.
Now, guys, check it off if it fits you.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. We're gonna recap now.
Now
we're
remember,
gonna recap.
not everybody has every single type of empathic ability.
Exactly.
Okay?
But yet, you may just not have it developed too.
Right.
So it's all
So-
personal to you.
Right now, emotional empath. Now that's the type of empath that are actually most common. Emotional empaths are able to pick up on emotional feelings of those around them. Are you an emotional empath?
Are you an emotional empath, guys?
Now.
Are you? Where's our emotional empaths out there? All right, hands up, hands up. Susan, emotional empath, okay?
Okay.
I don't know what the hell I am.
She's part alien.
Part alien, I think.
Okay, so now, geomatic empath, which is environmental empathy. How many?
How many environmental empaths are out there?
Yep.
Can read the environment, read the energy of the place that you are on. How about when you guys go, like when I went to Gettysburg? Gettysburg was the saddest place, and it was just bare land, and it was the saddest place. I saw people crying. I felt the emotion. I didn't cry, but I felt that emotion, and because Gettysburg was pretty darn sad.
That's an environmental empath.
Yeah.
Now, what about a physical and medical empath? Yep.
Healer power.
Yep.
Healer power. Healer power. That's right.
That's a very difficult one to try to control and learn how to do it. Thank God for social media. Because back when I was younger, I literally had tons and tons and tons of journals.
Oh, I mean, and come on, and then it's like
You're the one that needs it.
Yeah.
You need it. You need it. Who needs it?
yeah. And like you want to take away. It's all like a natural. You feel the pain almost like because you want to take away the pain from that poor person.
No, literally. Sometimes it's the way that I feel. I have to learn. I've learned to decipher it.
Yeah.
I've had it happen a couple of times where I think you were here with one of the times it happened. And you thought
The heart attack.
I was having a heart attack or an anxiety.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Somebody was having an anxiety attack, but because they panicked, it felt like what we call a simulated heart attack.
Yeah.
So it felt like a heart attack, but it wasn't. It was just an anxiety attack. So I needed to literally go turn my computer. It freaked her out the first time she's
I'm
seen it.
calling 911.
So it's like, no,
Calling
no.
911. Like, what are you
No,
gonna
I
call
know what I
911?
need to do. Shut up.
Yeah.
So literally, you just have to sit here while I get through this. So those are things you do. You just sit and you get it out,
Yeah.
and that's how you help people.
So you kind of try to figure that out and direct it in the path that it's
Right.
actually meant to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is also for those healers out there. You know, maybe the people that end up in the medical field, caring for people, in different ways, shapes, home, even down to cleaning the poop off the walls. Whatever it is.
Exactly. All right.
That feels right to you because perhaps you are a physical or medical empath.
Now, how many of you out there feel that you have plant empathy?
Think about this, guy.
Think about the way we describe this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Literally.
Think about that,
You
guys.
know what plants need. If cut flowers come in your house, that's one of the sure signs. You get upset, more upset than normal. The more cut flowers people bring you to cheer you up, the worse
Sadder
you
and
get.
sadder you get.
Okay?
Those poor flowers are very sad.
And that's literally what it is. Okay. So,
And they
how
carry.
many?
They don't mean to carry that energy, though.
Exactly,
They don't
so-
mean to carry it, but it's very relevant to them, specifically relevant to
Mm.
them. Like you will know. So like, think about that. Like think about asking people if instead of giving you flowers, ask them to give you a plant. Ask them to give you a dish garden.
Right.
So or maybe even seeds you can plant yourself. That seeds are actually a great gift.
Exactly. Anything but cut flowers, please.
Anything but cut flowers, guys. I know it's sad. I love flowers too.
Yeah, my poor husband when we were alive gave me cut flowers once. I literally looked at him and said, "You trying to kill me?"
It will. The energy is that significant, guys. The energy can be off the chain.
You know.
Really.
Yeah.
So I actually, somebody wanted to buy me more flowers the other day, and I said, no, please get me a plant. I don't want more flowers. I want a plant.
I didn't want any flowers in the house.
I know, but it was already,
But
plus it's a
now
cute
you
pumpkin
know. I don't care. Now you know why. Because you're trying to kill me.
thing. No.
So, how many of you out there have animal empathy? You just
Yes.
know what animals need, whether they are part of your family, whether they are in nature. You just know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You feel.
I avoid
you
the
have
zoos.
this like telepathy and communication with them.
This is why I avoid even the zoos, because going to a zoo, everybody goes to see the animals. They think they're happy. They're really not. They're in captivity. They eat when somebody else says so. They're not eating their natural diets. They're
Right.
not, they're not in their proper environment. So yes, if you're an animal empath, you more than likely avoid those kind of things.
Brenda, raise your hand. There you go. All right. Now.
Plants die. Oh no.
Now, we have an intuitive empath. Now, and like I said,
Different than emotional.
right, an intuitive empath just has this BS meter.
The BS.
You
meter,
can't get
guys.
by the BS meter.
I love it. Brendan says the bull crap meter.
Yeah, you can't get by the BS meter.
No.
Now, you remember when I was younger, I had maybe one or two symptoms, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But as I've grown, so has everything else. So how many of you out there, how many do you have? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There are 6 different types of empath.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
All right.
6.
So how many have all 6?
And then you may have only one.
All right.
Okay, and that's amazing too. You may have only one. Don't think, oh, no. Having
Right.
one of these abilities is already amazing, okay?
Right.
It truly
But
is.
literally, say that having one is amazing. Having all would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time.
Yes, in certain circumstances.
No, not all the time. Sometimes, yes. Brenda has two. Okay.
All right.
So now that you've identified the two types of empaths you have, now you know what to do in order to assist you. So
Exactly.
are you connected to plants and animals, Brenda?
I think she's the animals.
I know she's animals.
Yeah. Now, you guys are all going to start wondering now about your plants and your
you
flowers
have one,
and things.
and that's what it is. That's literally these things. Knowing the type of empath you actually are is going to help you out. Connie, we're not doing readings today. We're actually teaching. Honey.
Yep, we're teaching today about empaths.
Right. We are doing teaching today. You
Teaching
can
Thursday.
contact us if you're interested in a private reading, though, honey.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'd be happy to help you, darling.
Either one of us are here to help you out. So those I feel for animals. Yeah, I know you do, Gina. Gina, you're definitely
An
a plant
animal
and animal lady.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
she's a tree hugger and a animal hugger.
Yeah, and that's why it feels
She'll
so
take
good
one in
hugging
each
trees.
hand.
People make fun of like hugging trees, but it's wonderful to hug a tree. Honestly, all these things in nature feel just like we feel. We just
Animals
don't
and
know
crap
that.
meter. There you go, Brenda.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love the crapple-meter.
Yeah, most people, and this is the thing, most people that are an intuitive empath are more connected to animals than humans, and that's because humans animals don't try to BS you all the time.
Never. Very simple,
Yeah.
basic needs for animals, which is great.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's what it is.
And most importantly, you feel their love for you, too.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That's part of the key.
And over the years, those that don't know, I have all 6.
Sue has all 6, like, totally developed spidey senses, abilities, and that's why voiding certain places works for her. Like, going to hospitals suck.
Yeah, but I will. I have to have
know,
gloves on.
but it sucks.
Right.
If she didn't
Right.
go already prepared, with her gloves on, with already her mind, everything already, knowing she's going to...
Brenda wishes she had the grapple meter.
Right? You probably can, Susie.
Right, and that's what it is. Now we can go back over this again one more time just so you guys get it before we go to break. We're going to go to break.
We're going to tell you
Now,
again.
right, I'm going to
Six.
tell you one more time. Wrong side. That's the side not turned over.
Yeah.
Remember, there is an emotional empath.
Emotional.
Okay, an environmental empath.
Which is
A-
geomantic.
Right, physical or medical empath.
Big one.
Also a plant empath, an animal empath,
Mm-hmm.
an intuitive empath, which is your BS meter.
The BS meter.
Now
You can't buy that at Walmart.
I won't always say I know I'm being BS'd.
But you know.
Sometimes I find it hilarious. Other times it takes me off. So
Yeah, but she knows.
Yeah.
And she's been working and developing all of these things in her lifetime.
Right.
So, you may be new
I
to
think the
realizing
last one actually came after my husband passed.
What do you think was your last one that came?
Oh,
Which one was-
plants.
the plant one was the
Yeah.
last one that came?
Plants. Last one.
Why
It
do you think
started-
flowers at funerals? Oh, flowers at funerals.
Yeah.
Flowers at funerals suck.
Medical empath. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's very hard when you feel everybody else's crap. Now,
Yeah.
medical empaths, BS meters, you just know.
That's why I stopped. I used to run a hospice department. I ran an entire hospice team of nurses and everything.
We're going to get ready to go for a break.
Yeah.
You can hold that thought.
We're gonna hold that thought.
You've got to go get something to eat. So, all right. So, we're going to get ready to go for a short break. We're going to be right back. Don't forget Black Friday all the way to Christmas.
Yeah.
The sale deals stay on all the spheres and towers.
And we got
They
so excited.
stay, okay? So
Don't forget
definitely,
the giveaway, guys. We
Yep.
got so into what we were talking about today, we forgot to mention the giveaway. So we'll talk more about that when we come back from this break.
Okay, so don't forget to contact Facebook.com Susan Swanbeck ATU. You will find Michelle and I over there on our alter ego, which is our sponsor for the network. So you'll find us over there for all your sales, okay?
So we'll
So
see
we're
you.
actually going to be right back right after.
Be right back after this break, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Ah, my sage.
Doesn't that feel
My
good?
sage.
Smells
Yeah,
good.
during the break, the dog kind of had an anxiety attack. It's like,
Poor Otis. He literally
I always
did.
know. It's like he literally.
He's looking at his mommy. I was like, what the hell?
Don't forget about this month's giveaway.
Yes, check this out, guys. This
Look,
is this month's
looky,
giveaway.
looky,
Sunstone
looky.
runes.
Runes.
Who got the amethyst runes last month? Was that Brenda?
Brenda.
Brenda got the amethyst runes. Okay, last month. Awesome. So you guys are gonna want to enter the giveaway.
that
$5
is the god
donation
realm.
gives you an entry to the giveaway. So, for example, if you donate 20, that's 4 entries. So every $5 is an entry in the month's giveaway. And this month you get a rockin' set of Sunstone rooms.
Sunstone rooms.
They are awesome. Sunstone keeps you up, bright, happy, keeps your energy good.
Yep.
And it's a great thing that when you're working with your rooms to have something like that. So it's magnifique. It's the piece de resistance for this month's giveaway, guys. So don't forget, $5 donation gets you an entry. You're going to want to get entered. If you join the ATU subscription group, you're automatic.
Oh, yeah. Automatically entered.
Automatic every month.
And you get a free
month.
reading.
Free reading every month.
Which
and you
reminds
get that.
me, Brenda and Rachel, when you guys are
Yeah.
ready, you guys get your reading.
You get your reading whenever you guys have a chance to. We'd be more than happy. Don't forget, that's part of your subscription membership.
Yep.
So think about that, guys. Subscription membership gets you an automatic entry into the giveaway every month.
Thought you said
Every
gave
month.
away.
Giveaway.
Gave away?
Gave away.
Gave away?
It's my Portuguese coming out.
What's a gave away?
It's like, you make for giveaway, man. You give a prize.
Yeah, you hanging with your father too much.
Right?
Hey, Michelle!
Hey, Michelle, you're going to make for money.
Hey,
for the
Michelle!
giveaway. Hey, take that $5. Go put it for the giveaways. It's gonna say, put it for
Hey,
the giveaways.
Michelle! Alright, now
Portuguese, guys. Portuguese.
we're getting up to the other part of it. Now that we've identified what type of empath you are,
Yes.
now I'm going to give you 8 signs that you are a psychic empath.
Okay.
8 signs.
Psychically, you're an empath. Okay. So this is wait till you guys hear these examples. You're gonna be like, well, I don't understand why these things happen to me. We're gonna explain to you
Exactly.
what's up.
Okay.
So this is a good one. The first one is a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a very good one because it's so true. And you know what? It's not menopause. It's not menopause. Like, we'll chalk it up to any excuse that we can, right?
All right. Yep.
It's not menopause. It's not your menstruation cycle. It's not. You chalk it up though to other things, but in actuality, it may not be.
You have regular mood swings.
Regular mood swings.
Let me
You're up,
explain.
You're down.
Let me explain.
Make for explain.
I'm going to explain. Wait, I need the sage. It's still burning here. Oh, I love this.
I'm gonna be watching her cook those poppy seeds rolls, Jacob. Absolutely.
All right.
They're not gonna be burned.
Now,
Trust me.
you have regular mood swings. A sign that you are feeling another person's energy could be that you experience a wave of depression and then transition to feeling joyful.
You're like, what the hell is up with me? I'm going
No.
down. I'm up. I'm
Right.
crying. I'm happy. I'm laughing.
Now.
What the hell?
Lower vibrational energies, such as anxiety, fear, and worry, pull you down and create a feeling of depression.
But it's not
When you transmit into more of an upbeat sensation, it is a sign that you are reconnecting with your higher self.
Okay, so that gives you that's your spidey senses. Okay, guys. You know, when you
right.
feel that negativity, that's real. That's real. When that feeling of feeling negative energy is something that empaths actually get used to picking up on that.
Exactly.
So you'll know. So it's like automatically you'll be like, it's not my mood, but I'm moody. I'm up and I'm down. I'm crying. I'm laughing. I'm like,
Exactly.
you don't know why.
And
You don't
that's
know
what
why.
it is. When you're around individuals who are depressed all the time, it literally brings you down.
Yes.
Now, sometimes your moods can go into anger and complaining.
And you just, oh my goodness, you're up and everywhere. You just don't know what the heck
Yes.
you're doing. Your feelings are all over the place.
Yes.
And the thing is, you go with the regular mood swings because at the initial time of when it happens, you don't realize until it happens. If that's the best way to describe it.
Right. Like
it
if
happens.
somebody's been depressed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So literally you will find other things to complain about.
Yeah. It's so true, guys.
Yes.
And that's the
like
thing is,
dishes in the sink all the time.
Ugh.
Drives me batty.
I
So
try,
little
I've been
things,
trying.
you know.
I've been trying.
You know, you always know
Mm-hmm.
when an individual's with you that's depressed. Or
Yeah.
they have the fear.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. And literally it gets to the point where I say, okay, you're panicking.
Yes. Oh my God, tell them that story. Honestly, that happened recently. And I did not know for the life of me that I was actually experiencing it. I was so blind to it. You got to explain that one to them.
After our incident, when it was vertigo, we knew it was vertigo. I've dealt with vertigo before in my mother. And my father actually functioned off of one working artery to his brain for 10 years.
One working
artery. She only has one that's thinning. Okay, so I have dealt with this. So, and I do know Michelle. So literally, when it came time to do laundry, after a while, she's like, "Oh, thank you, Joe, for going." My says, "Yeah, my son does not do laundry."
I literally thought he was gonna go though.
Yeah, no. I said, "Joseph doesn't do laundry." So. Yeah, no. I said, "So am I going by myself, or are you going to sit here and continue to panic?" "What do you mean? I'm not panicking." I said, "You're panicking."
She was right.
I have dealt with vertigo. I have dealt with this. I have dealt with that.
She's right.
So, literally, I know you. I know you are in panic mode. You're afraid to go out. You're afraid to do this. So you have to face your fears. So Joseph brought the laundry down. And I took off carrying both by myself and made her walk there by herself.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, I'm going to go. I went to the bathroom and all that. Go pee, put my jacket on. Go down there, and she was gone.
And Joseph was upstairs. Of course, he was in on it. Yeah. He was upstairs saying, "Jesus, you're going to make her do it by herself? Come on, aren't you going to go?"
They planned it. They planned it. And, of course, for the life of me, I couldn't let my best friend go. And
so aggravated and depressed with herself, she totally forgot the panic and took off.
Yeah. And I didn't even know I was panicking, but she was so right. Yes, I was panicking. Yes, because going through those episodes are horrific.
Right.
Horrific.
So the first one is always the worst.
That was the worst.
And that's what it is. The first one is always the worst because you don't know what to do. And then when she got up out of bed real fast, she goes, "Oh my God, I'm spinning." So I held up a bottle. I said, "Stare at it." She goes, "Why?" "Stare at the bottle."
Yeah.
Stare at the bottle. Don't take your eyes off the bottle until you feel level.
And she was right.
And I just continued to hold the bottle. I was trying to make supper, so I just waited.
She's like, focus on that.
Just that one thing, and don't move them.
Mm-hmm.
And
it worked.
And it stopped.
It worked.
She said, "So what did I do wrong?" I said, "Did you close your eyes when you got up out of bed?" She goes, "No. People that do have the vertigo, when you get up out of bed, close your eyes, put your feet on the ground, get level before you open your eyes."
And
Works
I mean,
for my
this
mother,
is my
so.
first experience dealing with it.
Right.
I am learning a lot about how to live.
And I don't have vertigo. I just know what my mother goes through.
But I mean, it's horrific. I feel so bad for anybody who's got to go through vertigo because honestly, then it's so violent though. I start throwing up immediately, and I will forever feel bad for throwing up on that guy's hand in the hospital. I still feel bad. I threw up on somebody.
No worries. Okay.
But I guess that's their job. You know what I mean? But
Right.
still, I still feel bad. I puked on the poor guy's hand as he's trying to put the puke bucket underneath. You know, those little.
Yeah,
and I was like, and I'm throwing up, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
but it's funny now.
Yeah.
And then after I got you to the laundromat,
Yeah.
you started going out again.
Yeah. Because you were right. You broke that fear that I had about going out.
See, all you
having
gotta do is
vertigo.
make Michelle feel bad to get her out of fear.
I wasn't going to let my best friend go through it alone.
That's
You know what I
it.
mean? I can't
Make
do
her
that.
feel bad.
Yeah.
Jumps her right out of fear every time.
See, Jake says your mom's vertigo has been kicking in a lot lately.
Yeah, it has been. Said she had the MRI.
Yeah, my MRI?
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
That's the
That was
hardest
worst.
thing is the MRI.
That was
And
the
she had her
worst.
eyes open when she got up, and she got up too fast, so it kicked it right in.
That is
So
the
yeah,
worst.
so she's having a problem too.
Yeah.
So now,
I feel horrible for anybody who has to go through it. Honestly, it's you can't stop it. You can't stop. It's like I want to hold on to everything, and everything's going around and moving. It's like the whole world is like you're steady, but the whole world.
yeah,
is
it happened. My mother, that it was like the whole table flipped upside down for her.
Oh
So
my God!
literally,
But
So.
you were right. I was panicking
Yeah.
over that feeling.
Yeah.
I was worried about going out there, and having an episode,
Right.
falling down to the ground or something.
but see, I knew because I felt it.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
She used her spidey senses.
Yes.
She used her empathic
But see,
skills.
now, because of what's going on with her, she's getting into depression now.
A little bit, yeah.
why I am bringing this up and how I know.
Because of the naps.
Nonstop naps.
The naps. The
Yep,
naps.
naps.
Even though I feel good taking the naps,
Yeah.
but I'm feeling
It's her
so
depression.
tired. Yeah.
Now her depression is kicking in.
Because Monday's coming up.
Yep, so now she's getting all depressed over this.
Monday, I'm going to see the vascular surgeon, and so far everything I hear is, you know, you should get that. You need to get that done. You need to get it done.
It's only one.
Yeah.
My father survived off of one.
And the doctor that I saw today,
Working.
the
Right.
anesthesiologist said it could be the answer to why I have those migraines, why I have all the neck pains, all the occipital neuralgia, all that stuff.
Right.
And we never knew that.
Exactly. Now you do.
Now we do.
Now
So
you do.
he didn't want to go ahead and give me my Botox like normal. You know, Botox at least keeps things, you know, keep everything
Okay.
up. But because of that, but you know what? If it works and I don't have to do it ever again, I won't ever do it ever again. But you know, Botox is kind of nice. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so let's get back to being an empath, not Botox. All right. Being in a crowd makes you anxious.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Since empaths are prone to picking up on energies of those around them, being in a crowd is often disconcerting and stressful.
Yes.
You will be picking up on energies coming from all those around you.
Everyone.
And it will be difficult to clear out. Sometimes the conflicting energies will clear out your own. Now,
I mean, you can't walk around with sage on yourself 24/7.
example, when we went to last Friday the 13th.
Yes, at the Slater Mills, the paranormal investigation. OMG, the biggest group ever.
So where was I?
In the back,
And where were you?
in the front.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is why I don't do public investigations.
Yeah.
Me myself, as far as because of what I do, it does make me too.
Anxious.
Yeah, it's hard for me to sort out everything that everybody feels.
And just think about it,
Especially
some
newbies.
people are scared too when we
Yes,
do those things. So now
especially
she's feeling
these newbies.
straight fear, like, oh my god.
So I go off to the side with my headphones.
composes herself.
And I just listen, and that's it. I separate the energies, is what I do. So,
And she truly does, honestly. You almost can feel it's tangible.
the next one's a big one, especially coming up now.
Oh yes, this is
Big
a bad
one.
one.
Specific social situations drain you.
Maybe that's why those holiday parties suck for you.
Certain situations become increasingly draining for empaths. Literally, consider funeral, class reunions, going to the hospital. These events actually differ for everyone, yet they always trigger emotions and constantly drain empaths. To help ease the pressure of these situations, you just have to think about your personal time limit for intersections for these situations so as not to overload your mind. So what I do is I will go in for a bit and then I leave.
Yeah.
Go outside,
Have a cigarette.
drink
Separate
some coffee,
yourself.
separate, and then I go back in again. And these are like the things that I do. I separate.
Right. Think about it. How draining that could be.
Right.
Even going to like a funeral, like it could be a happy thing. Like you know, you go to your little preschooler's graduation. Even it's a real happy time. Everyone's happy, but not everybody's happy in their personal life. She can pick that up. That will drain her. Happy, sad, fear, anxiety, all that stuff will literally, if she's not mentally prepared for herself, will
Right.
drain you.
Example.
Weaken you.
Example.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate using this, but
The baby shower.
the baby shower. I felt alone. Somebody there. Their feelings of being alone were so overwhelming. It was just. Took me a
was
few
tough.
days to get out of that one.
It was tough for her. It
Yeah,
really
but I
was.
did it. I did it.
Yep.
I did it.
And it was not an easy feat for her, honestly, because, you know, and the thing is, right? Again, it was supposed to be a happy situation. It was a baby shower. So
Right.
she went thinking, oh, it's all happy, happy,
But you
happy.
notice I was kind of all.
Separate.
Yeah, I was just all over.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And it took a lot for her to be there.
So what I did was focus on what needed to be done, like picking up dishes, making sure my mother had food, and that's what I did. I tried to focus on
she
other
swept
things.
the whole hall and everything herself. She swept
I
even
literally
the
did.
floors.
So those are things that will happen. Now, how many of you are really starting to understand this right now?
Are
There's
you
been still more.
understanding yourselves a little bit more?
Okay,
by
are you
hearing these
understanding
things?
why? And I'm not telling you these things to feel bad.
No.
I'm telling you these things to understand that you are not alone.
Not alone. at all.
That's the biggest thing. I do not want anybody to feel alone, like nobody understands them.
Oh, and we got to
Okay.
mention this part too. When she went to the baby shower, she probably carried about 10 pounds of crystals on her.
Yep.
her bra,
Yep.
her bra and everything was all just stuffed with crystals.
Yeah, it's really hard. You come home and you know how you ladies are. Sorry, Jake. I know you're my kid, but literally, you'll take off your bra to get comfortable. I got to do it over my bed, you know,
So the
just because
crystals are
it's
gonna
shaking
come
the
out.
crystals out. That blah, 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 blah.
It's true. It's so true.
Yeah.
But thank God for crystals, because if not, that would have been way more intense for her, and you would not have been able to stay the whole time. And I was proud of you because you stayed from the beginning to the end.
Oh yeah,
And
I
it was
was gonna.
tough. It was tough.
Even if it killed me, I was going to.
She was going to be there for her family, and
Yeah, too.
she kind of tried to separate these things aside to focus on being there for them. That's why you were a busy bee throughout the whole thing. You
Yeah,
barely sat
see,
down to eat.
I don't visit people for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a homebody, but I'll have people come to me because I have
Your environment.
my things, my environment, so it's easier for me to.
Crystal grid like almost.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So yeah,
So it helps. It helps.
kind of fits us.
Right?
You are invested in the dreams of others.
Yes, those dreamers, guys. Those
Mm-hmm.
dreamers, okay?
Now, one of the best part about being an empath is that you can easily tap into others' feelings of joy. When people actually get excited about their hopes and dreams and other happy ideas, you will feel their positive emotions and are able to add to your own joy and good thoughts into the surrounding energy. This
Yes.
actually allows you to increase the motivation and happiness of others, which is the reason why empaths make good life coaches.
Right? Because think about it.
What is the one rule on this network?
Positivity.
Only positive all the time.
And she lives by this. We live by that
And
code.
if I remove somebody, it's because
Negativity is
I
not allowed.
can't. Negativity is not allowed.
Not
Every
allowed, guys.
Dreams will come true. Dreams will go forward, and I will help individuals grow.
So it's like life coaches
That's
it's
right.
nice because they jump on the positivity bandwagon. They encourage you to do positive things with your life. They encourage you to add joy and happiness and laughter and all this stuff to your life. So yeah, those are all the good parts of being empaths. Not all bad parts. It's a good part because you feel happy when others are happy. Whether you made them happy or whether they already were happy, you helped add to that energy.
Right,
Okay, like vice versa.
right.
Okay,
Exactly.
so that's
Now,
why positivity only on the
What
network.
Gina is talking about actually fits with the next one. Okay. So, let's see.
This a biggie. This a biggie.
You actually get drained by others' issues
Yes.
of others, but you get drained by the issues of others. Now, while you can be invested in hopes and dreams of others,
Yeah. Good
you
part.
will also be dragged down by doubts, fears, and problems that others are experiencing.
Yeah.
If you are an empath, you need to be particularly protective of your boundaries because you are one of the most comprehensive listeners out
compassionate,
there.
compassionate,
Compassionate,
listeners.
comprehensive.
Of
what
all
she
time,
said.
honestly.
Right. Now, in order to protect yourself from becoming too drained, you have to set boundaries for when you decide you should help others. How
you help.
how you help them. Empaths have been through a lot in their own life, which is why they are often sought out for help and guidance.
She's my wisdom guru, honestly.
Okay, so
This is why I go, like, I open and tell her everything. I can trust to tell her everything because not all her empathic skills, like, she feels and understands what I'm going through. She, you know what I mean? She is here for me with all the good times. She's here for me all the bad times. Like a marriage, I guess. for sickness and in health.
I nag at her if I feel she's not right.
Right, but she's straight to my face, honest, and she does it out of love. That's her empath side, though. She uses her spidey senses on me all the time.
Yeah.
And it's true.
I do. I always know when she's trying to bullpucky me, and she thinks she just lets it slide by, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
I always know.
I'm like, I already know you know.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Nice try. Not gonna work.
But at the
Not
same
gonna
time, going to her for guidance, I can ask you questions about things. You're honest with me about the wisdom around the surrounding things. Like
Right.
you are. You have that, what do you call it? Like that, I don't know, like a certain understanding. Like an understanding almost. Deeper understanding.
Right.
I think it's empaths. That's why people are drawn, I think, to unload their lives on empaths. Because empaths do have that deep understanding and knowing and compassion
Okay.
towards the feelings.
True, but empaths demand positivity around them.
Because it helps
it's
you be
the only
positive.
way they can survive.
Exactly.
So when you have someone around you that gets into depressive states, it can become difficult for them.
She'll be like, that's not love and light. That's not very love and light of you, Michelle. That's not very love and light. I know.
And she'll sit there, and then sometimes she gets in. I think it's a Portuguese thing. I swear to God, my husband loved to argue. She gets in these nonstop argumentative type things with certain
Certain things, yeah.
certain things, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no, no, that is not positive.
No.
But I says that is not positive. But I just need to. It is not positive.
Yeah. I've learned so much about living a positive life since the whole network, since the whole being, because that was number one. That was number one reason why Sue and I left the network we were previously on to start our own network, because of that. There was a lot of negativity going on. We
Yeah,
didn't
it's
want
just
that.
even if the negativity wasn't towards us, I feel it.
Exactly.
And that's what it is. Because
Exactly.
I feel it, I have to
That's
keep
also why
myself
you guys-
semi-separate.
Oh yeah, but that's why on the network, if you notice,
Yeah.
if anybody is negative, boom, you're out. We block
Literally,
you,
if
you're gone.
I can feel, even if somebody says something, I will feel their true intent.
Yes.
And this is like the spidey senses kicking in, or the BS meter. I feel the true intent, so blocked.
Blocked, gone.
Not in the mood.
I'm sure some of you guys notice a certain person is missing,
Yep.
but it's for a purpose, because we want to keep positive going
I
on
have
for
to
you guys.
stay positive. I've worked too hard and put too much of my own time to have no negative.
No.
No. That's negative.
Nope.
We will not mention negative.
No, we won't. But that's why we, boom, jump on it,
That's right.
cut it, done, over with.
And that's where your boundaries need to be set. You're not doing things to purposely hurt people.
No, it's a
You're
boundary
doing
setting.
things because you have to maintain certain boundaries for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's okay, guys.
It's so
It
totally
is
okay.
so okay to set those boundaries. You need to have them.
Yes.
Especially and I know there's a lot of empaths out there.
Yeah, respect
I mean,
yourself enough to
literally,
set
the boundaries. Not everybody is going to like your boundaries.
Nope.
But you have to set them because it's for the benefit of
It's
yourself.
for you. It's
Okay?
for you.
It's for the benefit of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Totally
I have
true.
another example, 16-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Every day when he gets out of school, he has a thing where he likes to vent argue. It's a make-believe fight. Well, in the beginning, I really didn't like it. So after a while, I've gotten used to it. So I've gotten used to him coming home and doing his honorary vent thing, and then we sit there and then I'll say something stupid or ridiculous, and then he keeps going, but he's laughing at this time. So
Yeah.
it's like I know that's his way of just getting out any type of
Because
school
he'll
type
come home from
irritation.
school cranky, so you
Yeah.
do need an outlet. You know
Right.
what I mean?
So in other words, because I'm here on the outlet, because no matter what he says to me, he knows I'm not going to say, yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm the safety net, so to speak. So that was something I had to adjust to.
Right.
So, but now,
what did you call it earlier today? You
venting. It's venting. Arguing.
you said something about that. How what's another word you used? I can't think of it right now.
You want me to remember what I say?
I don't remember what you said. But it was about that subject of
Right.
Joe coming home and you already knew and expected that there was
Right.
gonna
When
be
I know and I
something.
expect it, I'm all set.
Yeah.
But the
You were
first
ready.
few times, the empathic side of me is like, all right, all I could feel, and that's the problem.
Yes.
All I could feel was the anger he was feeling, not the reason behind what he was doing. So an empath will feel attacked.
Yeah. Yes.
An empath, even if that individual isn't meaning to attack you, but is just trying to work out how to vent or vent talk, you will feel attacked.
Yeah.
An
You feel
empath,
it's
literally.
directed towards you, but it really isn't.
Literally. You know, even if an individual thinks they're doing something for the benefit of humanity, an empath will say, well, you could have asked.
Yeah. Because
You
of
know,
the
and
intent.
I would have told you. So the intent to an empath is you're being attacked. And that's all part of the empathic side. So this is why boundaries are set and boundaries have to be maintained for certain
Super
reasons.
important, guys.
Yeah,
When
gotta
you
do it
set those
fast.
boundaries, they're made, they're set. It's for your own good, for your own benefit.
3 more to go.
Oh, I tell you, it's very
3 more
important,
to go,
guys.
guys. 3 more.
And it's okay in any relationship, by the way. Son, daughter's relationship, loved
Exactly.
ones, mother, father, it doesn't matter. Set a boundary. It's for you.
Literally, and then the boundaries will be better because it'll help you maintain more of that positive protective bubble that empaths do need. And it's a very difficult thing, especially once you start developing the empathic abilities and then being the psychic empath and then having these other things going on, it does create an issue where your home needs to be your protection.
Yes, needs to be your sanctuary.
Because
Needs to be a sanctuary. Because
you can actually feel sick out of nowhere.
this one is a hard. This one it sucks.
Okay.
This one sucks bad.
Right.
Like how she felt the heart attack. That
Yeah.
sucked.
Or the depression from the
Yeah.
next room.
I know. Or the anxiety too. Like when you had that anxiety attack. Remember? Not
That
long
wasn't me.
ago?
That was someone else. Was
Yeah,
having an
but
anxiety
you were
attack.
feeling that.
Yeah, but you never experienced it like that before.
No,
That was your
no,
first
no.
time, so it freaked her out.
I'm like,
So
oh
I'm
my
feeling somebody else's anxiety attack that they think it's a heart attack, but it's not an anxiety attack. And then I'm feeling my best friend's anxiety to the point, no!
I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! If something happens to Sue, I'm freaking screwed.
Yeah,
What
I
am
don't
gonna do?
panic.
No, she don't.
I don't. I do not panic. I act.
Yeah. You know that fight or flight thingy?
Yeah.
Reverse? She steps right up to the plate.
Yep, every time.
Every time.
Every time.
And she's like, okay, calm down. All right, everything's going to be okay.
You know why?
Take it
Because
slow.
I have been there. I have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Her wisdom and her experience as an empath.
Right.
As an
So,
empath.
well, not
Like-
just an empath, but also as an individual. There are some things that I've been through which have been very difficult, and I did have to adjust. So, yes.
Yeah, very
So,
overwhelming, very
out of
difficult.
nowhere, you can feel nauseous and ill and sick for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is actually a frequent experience for some empaths.
Oh, some
Okay,
of them really have
this
it
and
bad.
this happens to me all the time. It's like I don't feel right. I don't feel right, and literally, I will be like, okay, I need to lay down. There's just something off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there is something off. Now, this is the effect of actually absorbing negative emotions from others, such as.
Anxiety.
Listen, everybody.
Yes.
Anxiety, fears, and worries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happens is the stomach can actually pick up on the invisible information. So listen to your gut, and that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody has too much like fear, anxiety, I will absorb it.
Yeah.
And this is like my home
It makes you
is
ill.
my sanctuary.
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling it from my son when he comes home, or I'm feeling it from somebody else, or
Me.
even my dog has panic attacks.
Oh my God.
I am
Anthony.
his emotional support human.
You are. She totally
I
is.
literally am my dog's emotional support human.
It's so true.
But
The
yet,
break poor thing, he was having a freaking anxiety attack.
yeah.
And she, okay, mommy's here, it's okay. Da, da, da.
Yeah, literally, it's just like, okay, everything's fine, and then I'll stop.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, but yet I can't sleep unless he's right there with me.
Yeah, because that energy now makes
Yes.
that feeling of comfort.
Right.
So that's why you need a mesh.
So yeah, and that's what
I
it is.
snuggle
It's
with
kind of
my
funny.
dog. I
It's kind of
snuggle with my
funny.
dog.
It's
Yeah.
like he'll come up, he'll pat for a while, then I'll pick up my book, and then he's automatically right down either on the curve of my back or in the curve of my legs, but he's always touching.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and he throws off a lot of heat.
He
Sometimes
does,
I gotta
don't
turn
they?
the bloody fan on.
Oh, I'm telling you, I love snuggling up to my dog, though. Honestly.
Here's another one.
Mm.
Okay. Are we ready for the next, guys?
Oh boy, this one's tough too.
Yeah, I am really enjoying teaching this today.
It was
I'd have
meant to
say
be
it's-
taught today.
It's helping people out there, but it's also giving my BF a bit of an understanding of why I am the way I am.
Yeah, more insight on
Right,
Sue, definitely.
exactly.
More insight on
Exactly.
Sue.
Yes,
And
an
she's
insight.
right. When I start sleeping more, that's my
I know it's
depression.
depression. I know
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, but I feel
Yes.
so like,
Yeah, no, that's just depression and worry and concern and anxiety, which comes out of depression. And then you notice I've been lighting smudge or sage
been saging the
every
crap.
single night.
I know.
And the only reason I'm okay right now, not feeling the illness, is all of this.
Yeah, the crystals, and she did burn some sage and Palo Santo on the break.
Yeah,
honestly.
literally. And
You
I
know?
burnt it in the beginning and I burnt it on the break. So, you can actually sense when something is wrong in a room.
Oh God, this one's crazy. This one's
Okay.
crazy.
Now, when you walk into a room, you can actually tell if someone has been sad in the room, okay, or if the room itself has been vacant for an extended period of time. You can actually pick up on the energy of the room. So you can tell if there was an argument, okay, recently, or if someone passed away in the space.
Big one that's the important one because on paranormal investigation, that's part of what she does, and is identifying. You know, this was where somebody passed. There was a spirit here.
Right, and if there was a violent intent, when it
Yes.
happened, the energy stays.
Yeah.
So sometimes it comes out as a residual loop, and other times it'll just be the energy. So this is where I'm trying to discern what happens as I explain my impressions of what's going on.
Yeah.
So yes.
And by the way, she's always right. She's always
There's
on point.
no such thing as always right.
Well, she always, as far as I know, up until this point, you're not going to you've been on it. You've been on and popping, okay? And it's true. And that's why you got taken from the psychic circle to card circle to go.
Yeah,
do
I
this
was
kind of thing.
pretty much I was on the psychic circuit.
Yeah. So
I was
paranormal
doing that.
investigation was not where Sue started out. I
Nope.
started out as paranormal.
She started
investigator.
paranormal, I was on the
Yeah.
psychic circuit.
Yeah. And then we met and combined our super Wonder Twin powers. And here we are, guys, delivering you guys spoonfuls of positivity every day.
All right, so how many people walk into the rooms and you can feel these things and you could feel the change? And well, the trick is not to absorb it. You want to weed through it.
Yeah. Feel
Okay.
it, but don't
so
absorb it.
literally, before you walk into a room, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to take check and stock in how you feel.
Okay.
Take stock in how you feel. Then approach the room. Approach the new area. If things change, if you start to feel sad or you're feeling depressed, identify it as an empathic impression of
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
That is your psychic empathic energy.
All right, guys. And that's a big one, honestly. You know, we walk into, literally, like, say you're looking for an apartment or you're looking for a house. Part of the thing that you're actually looking for is that feeling when you go into these places.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling that it's going to be the right place for you or not going to be. But you're actually reading the energy and feeling the energy. Because 100% positive, if you walked into a house and there was negative energy there, you would feel it. You would not want to buy that house. You would not want to live there.
But
Nothing.
But sometimes you can feel the sadness, but you don't want to go in. But what you need to do, like I said, you have to weed through the energies.
Mm-hmm.
You have to weed through your impressions
Yes.
of what's happening.
Takes practice, guys. Takes
It
practice.
does. And
Right.
literally going to some place you know has a lot of energy and makes you slightly uncomfortable psychically or empathically, just go and practice weeding through the energies.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is literally get involved with somebody who's an historian. Go to a place, feel out the energies, write down all your impressions. Go see an historian.
See
I'm
how
gonna
correct
sneeze.
you were about everything. Check it
Exactly.
out.
You never know.
True fact, guys.
Right. So this is what it is. Now, the last thing on the list, and probably one of the most important things.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
You actually value your emotions.
Like you really take like
Now, what do
ownership
I mean by
of that.
It is. See, and empaths actually, they get more confident. In other words, they look more confident. They begin to actually respect and value your own emotions more and more.
Like
Right.
trusting yourself.
Exactly. But you also respect yourself. And that's what it is. You're respecting your emotions, what you need around you, what you can have around you. Now, you will also demand that same level of value and respect from everyone you let become close to you.
careful,
And that's
guys.
what it is. And that's the biggest thing. If you're not getting that level of respect, they're gone.
They're gone.
They're just gone.
Gone.
An
Remove them
empath,
from your life.
an empath will not compromise, and it's not about control.
Nope.
It's about
Respect.
respect. And if you're not getting that respect,
Out.
gone.
Later. Gone.
That's gone. That's what it
Gone.
is.
I mean, because it's really hard to sit in that emotion, guys, and
It really
feel
is.
that.
You have to have that.
Yes.
And it's not about, well, I'm an empath, I'm right. No,
No.
I know what I need around myself in order to maintain what I need to maintain.
Right. Right.
And that's what I mean. Guys, I tell you this all the time. It's okay to say no.
Yeah, and I'm learning that, and she's helping me with that because,
Yep.
you know, I have to set boundaries in my life too. I've been through, you know,
Boy toys.
what is it?
Nothing.
Boy choice?
Boy toys.
Boy toys.
Pick a direction, girl.
But
Sorry.
I have boundaries set, and that's my thing.
She has boundary issues.
Yes, yes. Because normally I was a people pleaser, and that was wiping me out. Being a people pleaser is part of it. You know, you want to do that, but you have to set the boundaries because then you're overdoing it for yourself. Totally.
Well, not just that.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not set boundaries and maintain them to benefit yourself,
Mm-hmm.
in the long run, what happens is it makes you as an individual look like someone you're not.
right. You
And
feel
that's
like
the
somebody
issue.
you're not.
Exactly. So it's maintaining. In other words, it's like writing a list out.
Yeah.
This is what I need at the grocery store. This is what I want.
Yes.
What list should you do?
The need.
It's the same thing in your life. What do you need in your life? What do you want in your
Yeah,
life?
and those are that
Okay,
always
first, you must fulfill the needs.
The needs.
Absolute needs.
basic needs, guys.
Right.
You start off with basic needs.
Right.
You know, if you go through a traumatic experience, that's the best way to start picking up your own pieces is by
Mm-hmm.
doing that. First step. Very important. You know, and have a
Exactly.
best friend that can rock it and help you. You know what I mean? Get through it, and she's lit. As I ran to her, I had to come running to my best friend. You know, I was going through a situation. It felt horrible, horrible, horrible. The energy, the environment, it just felt awful, and I could not take another
But
second.
once the energy was there, it kept manifesting,
Yes.
manifesting,
Getting worse and
manifesting.
worse and
And that's what it is. You have to remember, negativity will breed negativity. Positivity breeds positivity.
Yes.
I only allow positive in my house.
Yeah, yeah.
I do not allow negativity around me at all.
Because that's
That's
good.
the way I have to be in order to maintain what's best for me.
And it's
So-
a better life, guys. If you really, I mean, you gotta learn about keeping those positive vibes going. That's what you want. You want to wake up with those positive vibes. You want to go to sleep with those positive vibes. You want to feel good being around people because with the positive vibes,
Right.
you can hang around people more if they're positive.
Exactly.
She will run for the hills if she's around a negative person, and
Oh,
she
I
should.
don't run for the hills. I say bye.
Yeah, and she absolutely should. Like I'm taking a
have-
hike.
Literally, I have no issues.
Yeah, and because she's got her own boundary set.
Yeah.
I will not do that.
Yeah,
I
and
will
that's
not
what it
accept
is.
that.
It's about respecting yourself, and that's the biggest thing an empath has to do, and that's basically what that means.
Yes.
You have to respect yourself enough to do that. So let's recap this before the close of the show.
Oh man, already?
Yes.
Darn it.
We're going to recap this
All right,
before the
let's recap
close
this.
of the show and take some questions if you guys are interested in asking
Do
anything.
we have any
now,
callers on the line, by the
nope.
way? No callers
8
on the line?
signs that you actually are an empath, a psychic empath. The first half of the show is the different types of empaths, okay? Now, there are 6 different types that I wrote up. All right, so
Oh,
now...
she does have sessions where she charges by the hour, Gina.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Yes, I do. I have a doctorate in holistic psychology, a degree in psychology, and I'm also an empath. So,
So she can psychologically help the living
and I
or
know
the
when
dead.
I know the BS meter when it goes off too. So my husband used to try that one on me.
And
yeah,
you could be
dude,
living
no.
or you could be dead. She's got it, all right?
All right. Now here are the 8 things.
All right.
Okay. The first one, you have regular mood swings, unexpected.
Yeah.
And when you're around low vibe people, it drains you into depression.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be depressed.
Okay.
I won't be depressed after Monday.
Uh-huh.
Monday's my cutoff.
But with you, even communicating with certain people, bring your energy down. That's how I know.
Yeah.
That's literally how I know how
'Cause
you're
you feel it.
communicating.
You feel it.
Your energy goes. Okay,
It's
so
like me, I feel,
second thing, being in a crowd makes you anxious.
All those guys who have social phobias, maybe you're just an empath.
It's not a social phobia. Literally just take that separation time when you need to. It's okay to excuse yourself.
Absolutely.
And if somebody won't leave you alone, say, sorry, man, I got the runs. I gotta go to the
You
bathroom.
have your getaway excuse.
Yeah, I always come up with something.
She's like, I'm gonna poop my pants. I'll just go, I poop my pants.
Alright, so
Whichever it is. But it gets you out of that uncomfortable
exactly, and
situation.
it's not that it's uncomfortable, it's just that sometimes you need that separation in order to recenter yourself, okay?
Very important,
Root
guys.
like a tree,
Root
root
like
like
a
a
tree,
tree.
root like a tree.
Specific social situations drain you.
Yeah.
Being in crowds make you anxious. You are invested in the dreams of others.
Believe it or not, that's kind of like,
Yep.
yeah. Which
You
it could be a
are
good thing.
drained by other people's issues, and that's where your home environment has to be maintained a certain way.
Yep. All
Has
positive
to be.
all the time.
Has to be. You feel sick out of nowhere.
Oh, I hate this one.
Yep. When you're stressed, I walk up and I say, God, I feel like I got a fever, and I know I don't. That's
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't feel, you just don't feel good. And you're like, but you
Yeah,
know
that's
it's not you.
I know it's not me, but I know
Yeah.
what that is.
But she knows how to separate now and know which really is her and what somebody else is now. That takes practice, guys.
Lots.
Yeah.
Now, also, you can sense when something is wrong in a room,
Those
which comes in
geomantic
handy.
psychics.
Literally comes in handy if you want to try your hand in paranormal investigating with an experienced investigator.
Yep.
Also, the big one, you value your own emotions.
That's
And
probably the biggest one ever.
It's not that you're being selfish, and it's not that you're being hateful towards anybody.
You're not trying to hurt
have
anyone.
to value yourself.
And if somebody is in your life, they need to respect that boundary.
Right.
And they shouldn't be offended by that boundary. They also should have their own boundaries set.
Everybody needs to, but as an empath or a psychic empath, it's very imperative in order to maintain daily life.
Yeah, absolutely have to.
So you have to have certain things going on that help you and assist you feel better.
So it's like it feels good when
Right.
you go to happy places. When you don't go to happy places, you gotta, understand those emotions, separate yourself from those emotions, protect yourself. But again, there's the positive parts of, helping others.
Here's a worst one.
Which one do you think is the worst one for you?
Worst
Yeah.
is actually being an empath in retail.
Oh God.
That
you
is
gotta
worse
touch
than
everything.
It's not just that. Not only are you touching the objects that everybody else touched,
Yeah.
if you have the psychometry to go along with it, you're feeling all these people's stressed emotions. Oh my God, I don't have enough. What am I going to get this one? What am I
Shopping
going to get
stress
that one?
sucks.
Through the holiday season. And
Yes.
that's what it is. It's extremely stressful, and it'll get to the point where it drains you, and that's where you have to separate. Literally, go
That's
say,
why-
"Hey, I got an issue with my hands."
She wears
And-
gloves for a reason, guys.
And I've said this before at a retail place.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I used to manage a drugstore chain, and they were like, "Oh, you can't wear those, in the store." And it's like, my hands lock up.
Yeah.
If they get cold, I have to keep something on them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
That's why. But there's a reason. There's a reason for
Right,
that.
and that's what it is. What it does is the cottony material, like this, even something as simple as fingerless gloves, so I can just feel like what I'm touching.
And she's got some fancy ones too.
Yeah,
by
I
the way.
do. I do. I got some fancy ones because I figured I'd go with it. This cotton blocks some of the energy to me. To me, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in my mindset, I'm safe if I have these on.
Yeah. So that works for her.
And
That
if I
totally does.
can't find my gloves, like I lost the other purple one, I freak out. I have to have a pair, several pairs of these type of gloves because it assists me.
It does, and I think it's all natural. Again, cotton is from the earth. Cotton
Yeah.
is a plant.
Yep.
So you think about those natural things, those natural protective
It's
things.
keeping me safe.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yes. And she's got some really cool ones, by the way. She's even got these really cool fluffy ones with some fur on them, and they're really neat.
Yeah,
Really,
and then I
really
got
neat.
some leather ones, and then I've got
Yeah.
like outside ones,
Believe it or
fancy
not,
outside ones.
You can get a lot of fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
You can order them throughout the entire year. You don't have to wait for the cold season for gloves. You can get them. And also, you can always get a pair of gloves and cut them.
Well, yeah, but that's I have some lacy ones, there's some net ones that I wear sometimes if I'm around too many people in the summer too.
Yeah, yeah. She don't
So,
go anywhere
yeah.
without them.
No.
Nope. But that's her way of
Right.
managing her empathic stuff.
Right.
Is by having those gloves as a barrier. Going into public situations, like going into buses, going into doctor's offices. You touch the handle of a door, oh, God.
Yeah,
you know what I
that
mean?
was an adjustment, taking a ride on a bus.
Yeah, because of all the energies.
Yeah.
And trust me, people are not always thinking positive, happy thoughts.
Right.
Obviously, how many times a day do you think of positive thoughts? That's what you need to work on. But how many people don't work on it, and that negativity is just
Right, or
stagnant.
they're stressed, or what happens, or the holidays are coming, they're taking a bus, they don't know how they're going to do this, or how they're going to do that, and then I feel bad, and, or literally everyday stress, or, oh my God, it's like my first one for this, my first one for that, so there's a lot that's actually happening, guys.
Yeah. And a
Oh
lot
my
happens
God,
in
we
the
got,
life
what,
of an
4
empath.
minutes?
Oh my goodness.
Really?
We love teaching Thursdays, guys. We love teaching
We got
you
3
guys.
minutes. I mean, this show was very relaxing, and I hope it was very informative for you guys.
Yeah.
I really wanted, especially through the holidays, I needed those individuals out there that, are starting to develop more than one to understand what they're going through and understand that is a combination of things, and this is a
Yes.
real thing, and I do understand.
Yep.
Yes, I really do understand.
Yeah. And I love to use our crystal infused blessed super moon water to block all that. Love it.
So
Makes me feel so good. So
this
happy.
has been a really wonderful episode of ATU Network. We will see you here on Sunday. But
On Sundays.
tomorrow, go
Yep.
over to Facebook, 8 o'clock.
Our pre-Black Friday sales going on.
And we've got spheres and towers.
That's
Prices
right.
marked down.
That's right,
They
guys.
won't go down any farther.
And again, look, thinking about the holidays,
Yeah.
what's honest to goodness, crystals make such a huge difference. They make a wonderful gift, and they come with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's always an awesome idea to give crystals as gifts. That's why the little figurines, the jewelry, the gift of a crystal.
Yeah, the only figurines we have right now are skulls, dragons, and one hedgehog.
And we
left.
got the wolf pendants, though. We
Oh,
do
the
got
wolf
the wolf
pendants,
pendants.
yes.
So
Connection to the
yeah.
Native American for those that live on Native American ground.
Exactly, guys.
So,
And it helps. It helps. It helps. Crystals work as they're here to assist us. They have the
They
energies.
come from the earth,
Yes.
which is why empaths are very connected to them.
Right. So Give the gift for Crystal, guys. So we'll have a pre-Black Friday sale going on tomorrow night from 8 to 10 p.m. On Susan Swanbeck ATU page.
Yep.
And we will be rocking some crystals, guys, showing you some stuff, and we're going to be showing you our pre-Black Friday sale items. You're going to want to scoop these up, guys. These prices are crazy. Crystal crazy.
And don't forget, if we do any readings on the side, we'll be on Michelle Sullivan's ATU network.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to separate it when we're not actually on the air. So, all right, guys, it's been a blast. I really
great
hope that I
time.
helped at least one or two people out there tonight. And I want to say,
Thanks
peace
for
out.
tuning in.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night on Susan Swanbeck ATU, our live pre-Black Friday sale, guys.
ATU Network. For more information on upcoming shows and appearances, be sure to follow us on Facebook and on the web at awakeningtheunknown.wixsite.com.
ATUnetwork.net.
Voiceover work done by Cody Gray Desvian.